Welcome to Attican Plays Medieval Dynasty. Now, someone had asked me, where are all these feathers coming from? They are coming from our hunting lodge. So our hunting lodge has 2 level 6 hunters on it. We're not doing any gathering because they could gather some berries, but it's not worth it. I can just go grab a few every summer. But they are grabbing 50% meat, 25% leather, and 25% feathers, and they are more than capable of keeping us totally supplied in leather and feathers to keep our seamsters going and to keep, and to give us plenty of feathers that we can use for arrows or anything else. In fact, we could set up new operations. We could do about anything. It's just sort of, there's almost like I'm kind of at the, what's the point here? You notice our money's down. It was around 60,000 at one point. I don't know how high it was on the videos I've shown you, but we got it up to about 60, but I went out and bought all the technology. And one thing where I got confused, the workshop there, I didn't have the wooden bolts at one point, and I had a quest I had to go out to do for wooden bolts. And I was angry because I deleted the workshop and couldn't make the bolts. And then I just it's come back to me now. I realized I didn't scroll up high enough to find it. So even though the building's deleted, you can still go in here, get this, and purchase the technology, because that workshop really isn't necessary. If you have the smithy 1 or smithy 2, then whatever you could do in the workshop you could do in the smithy. But that tech schemes are still there. They're still there. You can still get to them. All right, so we've done mostly the iron arrows for economy. Obviously, if I go out and hunt my way to a village, I'll sell them fur and leather bags or whatever. But basically, we've got an iron arrow economy, and we're looking good. We are making in the barn. We are making. Let's see here. Whoops, sorry. That's not what I want. I want this. I want to go down to the barn. And if we look at the barn, we've got them right now making flax grain, which means that's where we'll get the stalk, the flax stalk, and the grain. So the stalk is a byproduct of making the grain, and that stalk then feeds the linen thread that we're making in the seamster with the seamster. And then we're making rye grain and wheat grain because we've got those. And then we're making daub when we have clay. We're making daub. And as the daub comes in, that's when I'll go up. As soon as we get like 80 to 100 daub or something like that, I'll grab some and finish off another house. So we're just working our way out through there with the daub to get everything done. I think another thing I'm going to do is take down that house right there. That's a simple house. Let me see, how many simple houses do we have? Yeah, we have 2 simple houses. There and there. So it'd be this one and probably, maybe, could it be this one? Yeah. I'm not going to. I started saying I might take them down, but nah, they're just fine. We'll just go ahead and daub that one, and that'll be here in a nice location. We have 2 simple houses, the rest of them regular houses. We're up to a population of 34. We've hit our 30 limit, and I don't know if I've said this before, the game drags a bit for my taste. I wish it would move on with the storyline so that we could move ahead and keep building, because we're just, honestly, I've run out of things to do. In fact, what I'm doing now is each season, there's typically 3 quests out there, and I'm trying to do all 3 quests each season to build up dynasty points. Where are we right now? We're at 10,858. You get these large increases in dynasty gain when you pass a threshold and do something in the main story, but you also have to fill in with a few points that you get on these quests with individuals in order to finish that main thing in the story. So it's important that you do a few of these little quests, even if they're only 15, 20, 30 dynasty rep points. They actually help you get over a threshold to get a large hit on dynasty points later on. So I've been doing all 3 each season. The first, if we look at quests, the first day of each season, first month of each season, however you want to call it, I look for the quests. Try to definitely do the ones in my own village, and then I'll go out and do ones in the rest of the map as well, just to get those points done, and also, honestly, to have something to do. You can see we're in year 9. It's 11:20, which I guess means it's sort of mid-month or midday, and I think year 10 is going to be the trigger for the next thing that's worth doing, in terms of activity. That's the next big quest in Hunumir's story. Hunamir. He's our tavern keeper. Unagast's story. I think we're going to get a hit on 10. So we're just in the summer of year 9 right now, and we do. I think I've told you this. We do have a kid now. He's up to. Old Adelbert is up to age 3 now. Mom's back to work. Inga's working in the farm, or in the barn, actually. She's a farmer in the barn. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 children now in our community. And how many mothers do we have right now? People that just aren't producing. 1, 2. Look at level 7 extractor, level 5 extractor. A level 7 extractor, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 mothers right now. I guess it's batching up to those 3 kids right there, the young ones, and our children a little bit older after they hit 2. Then they don't have to have the mother can go back to work. So we've got 3 mothers, 3 strong extractors that aren't contributing right now, and it's. We don't care. It's fine. It's fine. Sure, we'd love to have them out there doing something, but in all honesty, it's hard to even keep up. Even we've got 3 level 3 storage, and right now it's in pretty good shape, but it can get packed. If I wasn't taking a lot of stuff out to build, and then the food storage. One thing I think they need to think about the balancing. Look at all this food we have. In fact, we're almost stuffed to the gill. We have 2 level 2 food storage, and we can't got no place to put the food. And honestly, I can't even sell it all. If I went out and just sold it all, I don't think there's enough money out there to sell it all. So I've got my own balancing issues of, am I overproducing food? Possibly. Am I underproducing the good food, the pottage and stuff? Yes, and I've got three tavern keepers right now who should be cooking this stuff, and I've done a ton of cooking. Most of this pottage you see right here, I did that. My own character did. I did like 200 pottage in one sitting just to bump up the tech points so that we could work our way up to the tavern. I've done 2 or 3 large cook-offs, if you will, to get those points up. So again, the game is dragging a bit. Give us something to do, and again, we'll get something in 10. So I think what we'll do in this episode, there aren't any quests. I've already done them, unfortunately. You can see we're getting there. We're getting there. What else do we need to do? Oh, I will show you this. Here's something we can see that's coming. If we go up here to our tavern level 3. Whoa. Oh, we got. Well, whoa. They got need to do some work here. We got a table dancer. That's pretty advanced. And I don't know, folks. Are we taking this this is a family settlement? Is this the right? Do you really want to be doing that? Whoa. Did you see that? That was cool. So we got Ludamira and Nistanka and Hunamir in here. And again, they need animation for this. But here's what I wanted to show you. Check this out. What do you think's coming? I would say some sort of beer, mead, some kind of ale. Something is coming. This looks like a press where you'll maybe press berries or something like that. And then this looks like where you store or possibly create some kind of alcohol, beer or mead maybe. Like I said, looks pretty good. Well, now what she got? Well, she got down. It's interesting. It's interesting to watch them. You know, now are they standing together? No. We got all three of them in here doing nothing. I assume they're cooking, really. They should be cooking. Let's see. Again, go down to the tavern. Yeah, 0.7 an hour of pottage. And I did run an experiment. I had a whole bunch of fish. And really the fish menus are pretty weak. There's only the roasted fish. You can make that, and then you could put fish in a fish tart, which is a very complicated thing because you need dried fish and buckets of water and flour and all that. And we could get into that stuff, but they can't even keep up making, you know, simple pottage. So I'm hoping there'll be some balancing done there, and we'll get a little more effective cooking going on in the game. But you play with what you got, and what we've got is that, and we're feeding everybody just fine. We have 18,000 food. It's been over 20 most of the time. It's generally in somewhere 18 to 25,000. We're back up to 1,000 wood, in spite of the fact that I've used hundreds of logs to build all that fencing and some other buildings and stuff. So there, we're caught up, and I don't really have anything to do. So I'm going to stop the video, and I'll probably just keep this running. Maybe I'll do some cooking or something myself just to keep it going, and then I'll come back and continue this video when there's something else to do. Maybe, you know, after this day at the season change, maybe we'll have some new quests to do. And by the way, I don't do the F5 quick save. If you don't like the task or how it turned out, don't take it stuff. I just take what I get. And if I don't like it, that's too bad. Deal with it. Okay, who wants help? Lubomira. Okay. Hey, you got a minute? Never mind. Show me your wares. We'll sell you some stuff. We might as well make some money while we're here. You know what? I'll stop selling. I didn't realize I was carrying iron. Can I help you with something? Do you happen to have some wool with you? Do you need it? I'll get the wool for you. Okay. So let's see. What did she want? She wants 5 wool. Okay. That should be easy enough to take it to handle, because I think sheep. Yes, Norbert up here sells wool. I'm gonna run in here, see if we can get some stuff to sell to Norbert in our mining operation warehouse. What would Norbert like? I'd like to get rid of some salt. I can't carry that much. Oh, but I'm carrying a bunch of iron, which I don't need to be carrying. And I don't need linen thread. I don't need logs. The rye grain I'll keep because that's going to be... Oh, see there, we're starting to get some oat grain. That's a good sign. Let's see. What would he would like salt. 26 kilograms of salt would be good. There we go. And Norbert, where are you? Here he is. He's over here taking it easy. Norbert, hey, you got a minute? I got into hunting. He likes it. How have you been? How have you been? I don't know if we're getting anywhere or not. Nice weather. He likes that. Show me your wares. We want some wool. I think I said 5. Yes. All right. So we can run that back down to Lubomira. Is that her name? Whatever her name is. Oh, there it is. Lubomira up there on the right. Some of you may remember an episode where I had a bear follow me into a house in this village. Apparently it was chasing me all the way down through here and I didn't even know it. Well, I had the similar thing happen to me up in Rolnica. I had a wolf follow me right into the house and I shot him inside the house. Now the bear doesn't look like they can fit in the house. That might be a last resort strategy. If you're in desperation mode being chased by a bear, run to a house and go inside and you might luck out and get him stuck the way we did. It won't work with wolves. They'll come right on in. Okay, Lubomira. Here's the wool. Okay, another quest done. Good job, good deal. Let's see, who else we got? There's one over here in Rolnica, close by. Let's go get that. Pretty much due west. Over there's the other little village. The village without a name. We don't need recruits. We don't need to sell anything. So we're just going to, time is more important. So we're just going to keep moving west. Right here, Lugarda. Got into hunting. She likes it. How have you been? No comment. Can I help you with something? I'm really hungry. Sure, I can do that. What does she want? She wants 14 fish. No problemo. All right, so let's think this through. We got to go back here, get our fish. And we also got to take the grain to this person here, so it'll be perfect. Run down here, pick up fish, drop off, make sure we have enough grain for this, and then run back, and we've done all the quests we can do. So see you back at the house, so to speak. And by the way, I want to throw this in here before I forget about it. I got to say kudos to my son again. He built this computer for me, designed and built it for me, and spec'd it out and built it, I should say, in the first place. And then he has, it was a little noisy. And this particular game is very CPU intensive. So we were getting some fan noise on some of these things, especially when I'm out hunting. We ended up going water cooled, so he added water cooling to this and did a great job with it, and it's just almost silent now. It's awesome. And that noise you're hearing right now, you might be hearing a slight buzz that could almost be mistaken for CPU fan, but it's actually something going on outside, like a blower or something. And you might recognize this island. This is where we used to have a fishing operation. I actually took the fishing operation down because it just wasn't necessary. It just would rather have the space for another house to get some more workers to do other things. We get plenty of food from the meat and the cabbage and all that good stuff. There used to be a fishing hut right up here, but we still should have plenty of fish left over. We haven't used them all. Unless if I've roasted them all now, I'm going to be, well, I won't be angry. I'll just have to deal with it. I'll have to build a net or something and catch some fish. And again, and this is why you do these quests on the first day of a new season, so that you have the whole season to get them done. Alright, let's just first of all, let's see if we're getting any grain. One. We're getting any oats. I'll go check in the barn. That's where the action will be. And first we'll check the food here and see if there's any fish. Yes. Let's take the oldest fish we got. I need to know how many. Fish. 14. Okay, there's our 14 fish. Now we should have harvested the oats by now, so hopefully there'll be oats in here. We can thresh them and get some grain. Yes. We'll just take them all. Whoa. That's your basic defect there. We just started threshing oats in the barn, and we suddenly appear over in the smithy. So we've got the threshing animation, except it's at the smithy. So, Mr. Developer, if you're around, you might want to make note. All right, now we should have, yeah, we've got all the grain. So let's go back. Of course, go to Odoric in the barn where we thought we were. There he is. All right, we got 33 rep for that. Excellent. And let's see what do we have left. I think we have the take the fish back. Yes, let's run those fish back and be done with all this. Oh, and let's lighten our load. What do we carry? Well, we've got a bunch of fur, some leather, some extra oat grain. Oh, that's salt. Never did sell it. Some straw, wool thread we don't need. It's somebody that we got on the quest. We still got our fish. Let's go. All right, let's wrap it up right there. We did 5 quests. We got a nice tour of our expanded city with our nice cool walls. And we'll take up next time. We'll probably be at the spring of year 10, and we'll be able to follow along with the story a little bit more. And I've sort of skipped the story with Alwyn's story and the middle part of Unagast's story, but we're going to, since there's really not much else to do, we're kind of built out at this point. We're going to get more into the storyline in future episodes. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Medieval Dynasty video. Thank you.